What's up, guys? It's Numpire again. This time I'm not actually in an aircraft carrier. I'm with DivDev with Bump, and we are in a pair of Hollands on Two Brothers. Uh, all tier 10 game. Both teams have a Manfred. This should be fun. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so a bit about the Holland. It is a full AA destroyer. Best AA on any destroyer in the game. If you're ever thinking about getting a destroyer, and you don't want to worry about aircraft carriers, Holland's really the one to go with. I actually do really enjoy the Holland. It has 15-kilometer torpedoes, and with the build that I currently have on her, she has a torpedo speed of 90 knots. Now, the torpedoes don't do a whole lot of damage, but 90-second reload on 90-knot torpedoes, and I have the unique captain to where if I get enough torpedo hits, I get a torpedo reload buff. Yes, it can get fun, and quite dangerous quite quickly. It's a bit of a Z-52, but upgraded a bit in terms of the torpedo department, in my opinion. Alright, so Bump and I are heading off to the west. Oh, Richtofen. Richtofen saw two Hollands and was just like, nope, I'm out of here. Do let me know if the audio is better. I know in some of my other videos I had a fan blowing. That was the laptop fan. If it is better this time, I hope so. I've changed around the settings and hopefully the audio captures better this time. So hopefully we don't have to hear the fan spinning. Alright. Yamato on the east flank. Don't have to worry about him. In terms of radar, they don't have any. So we can be quite aggressive. Our friendly Richtofen getting early spots. Both enemy Hollands are over here. So it's a 2v2, or Holland versus Hollands. Well, I guess you could count our gearing, who's all the way over on the one line. Yep, we're moving up, trying to get some torpedoes away. Hindenburg is in range. Oh, there's Holland torpedoes. There's Bump launching some torpedoes. I have to turn to avoid the torpedoes. Easily done. And there goes more torpedoes from Bump towards the Hindenburg. I follow suit. Hindenburg is actively maneuvering away, so none of those torpedoes are actually going to hit. Bit of a disappointment, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh, there's Amy Colbert. That is a very dangerous foe for us. That thing's rate of fire is insane. I'm actually going to get that next out of the Research Bureau myself. I know Bump has one, and he absolutely loves it. Oh, Colbert got smacked a bit. Oh, and there's the enemy Holland. Now, Bump and I are both shooting at this Holland, but I'm already taking fire from the Colbert. No! There goes the enemy Holland. That is a detonation. First blood. It is an interesting bug nowadays. You don't actually see the awards, but if you look in the in-game chat, you'll see it. I got first blood. And I apologize to the Holland because I've been there. Being detonated is not fun at all. So, you know, I like to apologize whenever that happens to an enemy player, because it shows that you are remorseful for how this happened. Look at the rate of amount of fire coming in from that Colbert. Isn't that insane? Majority of my health is gone. Most of that is thanks to that Colbert. Yeah, you do not want to run into one of those in a destroyer. maintaining a wide berth because the enemy Holland is still a threat. Get another heal off. Take me up to about half health. Enemy Minotaur was taken out by our Richthofen. And enemy Richthofen just sank our Yamato. And with that, the scores are now in the enemy team's favor. Oh, there's the enemy Holland. Bumps open fire. I'm holding my fire for a minute. That way he can do the pin cushion when they start shooting back. But they shoot at him and not me, because he's got more health. Holland's got a nice rate of fire on their guns. They don't do a whole lot, and they only have 2 guns. 2 sets of 2. You can hear the shells coming in. That's Cold Bear. And yes, the blue shell tracers do show that I have the unique captain for the Pan-European line. Which gives me that extra nice skill buffs. And he has that same captain. There's a fire on. I'm going behind Halland, so I will break line of sight. Oh, Thunder took a swing at us. I have lost a lot of health. Bump is still raining fire on that Holland, but the Holland does get away. Lining up torpedoes for the Thunder. And away they go. 10 torpedoes. Plus whatever the gearing fires. And there's the Manfred von Richthofen. Outside torpedo range, even though I still have a long time for my torpedoes are ready. I disabled my AA guns. This is actually something is quite a good idea when fighting an enemy aircraft carrier in a destroyer, is to keep your anti-aircraft guns off. Because in most cases, there are exceptions. Your AA range is farther than that of your aerial detection range. So if you want to maintain stealth, you can do that. I do that with the Holland, even though it has its insane AA. That way I can lure the aircraft carrier in further. That way my AA guns will do even more damage. And it looks like my torpedoes are going to miss thanks to the gearing torping the Thunder. Not a big deal, I only got 15 seconds until they're reloaded anyway. Trying to see what this gearing's doing. Is he going forward? Is he going backwards? It's kind of... because I have torpedoes ready and I don't want to torp the gearing. Oh, looks like he's turning in towards the Thunder. So I can launch to the left of the gearing and not harm him. So that's what I'm going to do. More torpedoes. There's one spread. I figured that's all I'm going to get. Thanks to the gearing kind of blocking me. So I switch around and launch torpedoes for the Hindenburg. There's Bump shooting at the Hindenburg. And my torpedoes for the Thunder are looking really, really good. 4 hits, got a flood. And on the Hindenburg, also looking good. 2 hits there. And down goes the Hindenburg. Kill number 2, and I just lost Bump to the Thunder. The Thunder is still flooding, but he is also healing. It's not a Conqueror heal on the Thunder, and he just damage controlled or solved the flooding problem. So, getting ready with my torpedoes again. Swinging in. 1 spread, that should be enough if they hit. And they are looking halfway decent. Looks like I'm going to get 3 in him. And there it is, Torpedo Reload Expert. And my 3rd kill. 98,500 damage. Not bad, and the enemy Holland tank our Thunder. So we just had a trade of Thunders. Swing it around, activate the engine boost. Time to go hunt the Richthofen or the Thunder. We'll see what I can find. Now our team is defending the cap pretty well. The Thunder is a bit upset that the Richthofen did not come spot the destroyers. And Richthofen doesn't really do that well against destroyers other than its torpedoes. The rocket planes are not high explosive, they are armor piercing. So it is easy for a destroyer to angle against those. There's Richthofen. He's heading for the gap. And it looks like the Richthofen and the Thunder ran into each other. Oh, I realize I'm spotted by aircraft. 4 kills, 5 kills, 6, 7. That's how fast the Halland could shoot down a bunch of planes. And I think most of those were fighters. I do like getting some AA defense experts in this ship. It is fun. Especially when you chase down a Tier 8 aircraft carrier by yourself. I'm sure Militia could tell you about that. I don't even think it was in a Halland. But I did chase down a Lexington with a Pan-European destroyer and got a whole bunch of aircraft shot down. It was pretty fun. And I hit the Halland with a torpedo. Now I don't have to worry about the enemy destroyer finding me. Kill number 4 and 100,000 damage. There goes our Petropavlovsk to the Richthofen. That's probably the only thing on the enemy team that could reliably kill that thing. With dive bombs only. If you don't have a Petropavlovsk, I highly recommend you really get one. In fact, I think Bump and Turbo want more Petros in the clan. Just because of how powerful those ships are. Alright, launching for the channel. Trying to pick off that Richthofen. Because of all the enemy ships that are left, the Richthofen is the most dangerous. Especially if he has Gunter Lutyens. The Richthofen gets very dangerous. Shimakaze is smoking up the carrier. Very good move by the Shimakaze. I do applaud him for that. Smoking up the channel. Torpedoes are going in. I don't know what I'm going to hit. Looks like the Colbert is backing out into the mouth of the channel. That might not be good. And there it is. Kraken unleashed. Torp the Colbert. 112,000 damage. It's been a good battle. Shimakaze just torped our gearing. Shimakaze just torped the Richthofen. All they have left is their Shimakaze and Thunder. And I'm lining up on the Thunder. Giving him a bit more lead than the torpedo lead indicator because he is turning. So I am anticipating him to turn more to port to head north. Or to turn around and come back this way. I do, however, get spotted by that Shimakaze. Now theoretically, I should be able to win this gunfight. Because I do shoot a heck of a lot faster than the Shimakaze. But the Thunder decides he's intervening. And I end up being destroyed. That is it for me for this battle. We do end up winning. The Thunder goes down to the Richthofen. And all that's left is to hunt down the last remaining Shimakaze variants. Richthofen is actually going to dive bomb, which is not a great idea for Richthofen. Don't have enough bombs, and they're armor piercing. We're which what it should do is drop a fighter on top of the Shimakaze. Nope, Shimakaze's calling for parley, which is a French word. Yes, I know. Me being nitpicky. But I took French for 4 years, so that's how I know. Yep, just like I say in chat, that's actually how you spell it. There's a Shimakaze. Friendly Shimakaze torps are forcing him out of the cap. Boosters opening up on him, but it looks like that lone little torpedo is what's gonna do him in. Right up the stern. Just like that, game over.